Welcome everybody to another JDM racing video. This time it's round 16 at Singapore. We're in the pouring wet in qualifying and we're going to see how fast we can go. And we've not been too great in qualifying in recent races, so hopefully we can do better here. Let's have a look.
Two minutes remaining in the session. We need a good lap here or we're out of qualifying.
Against the spectacular backdrop of the Singapore skyline, Formula One returns once again to do battle in what tends to become something of an endurance race, with the notorious sauna-like temperatures in the cockpit making for an extremely physically challenging Grand Prix. We're here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit today, located in the heart of Singapore. The circuit consists of 23 corners, 13 to the left and 10 to the right. It's a track that's incredibly technical, so don't expect to see the drivers taking too much at full throttle. And I'm joined once again by Anthony Davidson to bring you the lowdown for today's race. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Hamilton, Lando Norris, and Perez, Fernando Alonso, Ricciardo, Gasly, and Esteban Ocon, Vettel, Islands, Lance Stroll, and Bottas, Giovinazzi, Tsunoda, Kimi Raikkonen, and George Russell, Mick Schumacher, Latifi, Mazepin, and Gardner. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Alright, so back of the grid, we've taken a completely new engine unit for this race. Callum is our hope for points today. He's actually looks very good, and we were 16th. So Callum is the point man this weekend for us. So hopefully we can get up and support him a little bit if we can get a good start and get in the mix. And that's going to be it really. So let's see what we can make of this race. Borderline jump start then. I thought we'd actually jump the start. We didn't. We did okay. Sail around the outside of some Alphas. An AlphaTauri here. Oh! Russell on the inside. That's Tsunoda. Oh, I don't think the Aston Martins came together there. Bottas trying to make a move on Stroll down the inside, close to the wall. Oh, he's half spun him and lost the front wing.
Caution, the virtual safety car has just been deployed due to a buildup of debris on the track.
I think the Astons came together. And that, I just saw carbon fibre flying everywhere. And Callum's up in 11th, so probably his best chance to score some points this weekend. Our car is actually pretty good. We've developed.
Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green.
A bunch of parts, and we're now. We have one of the better packages. I think we're 6th quickest car at the current moment. That's probably what's allowing Callum to fight a bit more this weekend. We've jumped Russell off the restart. We're obviously on a different strategy, being on medium tyres as well. No DRS yet. I feel like there's more pace in this car, which I can't unlock yet. Stuck behind these guys.
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Into turn 1 we take Tsunoda. Little clip into the wall there, hopefully there's no damage. Vettel just got a little bit squirrely outside the last corner. We couldn't capitalise. Pressure on with Vettel now. We've got 1 lap
job, nice overtake. Okay, you're in the top 10.
Callum. Garbo is faster than you. Actually not. He's quicker than me at the moment. Running second and third is not bad. There's Lando Norris after his pit stop onto the mediums, and then just turning into Lewis Hamilton, I think. That caused wing damage. So then Lando has to come in and pit again after the collision after his first pit stop on the exit with Hamilton. So he ends up putting another set of mediums on, changing the front wing, and then drops right down the pack, which is why we see him a bit further down at the end of the Grand Prix.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs.
When is Callum going to pit though? That's the question. Callum gets a little bit out of shape there as well. Tried to move. It was a bit ambitious, but we tried it. No damage. Well, I'll be amazed if Callum is running the identical strategy to us. But if he pits that we can't double stack, we'll have to go another lap. But him being the lead car will give him the preference on strategy. He may well run another lap, we'll see.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Stays out. We pit. It's a new front wing as well.
Complete, go now.
That's going to drop us outside the points.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
We just get out in front of Tsunoda. Bottas is having a nightmare. Down in 12th, so his championship aspirations not being helped by this performance.
Callum is in the pits. Callum in the pits.
Even with the wing change, you only just come out behind. Whatever Bottas's issue is, Callum seems to be closing up on him. Set the fastest lap of the race. An extra point will be no good. Oh, overshot the braking point there. The extra point will be no good for us though, because we can't claim it if we're not in the top 10. Callum is closing up on Valtteri Bottas.
The car behind has started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Callum blocks the inside. Get the move done. This is potentially for an extra 2 points. Definitely a problem on that Mercedes. Shouldn't be going this slow.
Yellow flag. Be aware, there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Ocon's out. Here's Esteban Ocon in 8th place, chasing his teammate, coming almost onto the last lap. A double points finish for Alpine would be a great way for them to consolidate their position in the championship. But it's not going to happen though, because Ocon, his engine is smoking. Oh, that's absolute heartbreak for Alpine. He's going to pull off, and he's out so close to the end. Which has played into our hands a little bit.
This is your final lap of the race.
Callum behind. We're going it all, everything we've got. Stick one round Bottas.
You made it look easy.
In that Mercedes that's limping home to the finish. And now with the fastest lap of the race, we get an extra point as well.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
So Ocon retiring has done us a massive favour there. Bottas struggling. Max Verstappen rounding the last couple of corners. The fireworks are going off. It's going to be his 6th race win of the year. And Max Verstappen retakes the lead in the championship and wins the Singapore Grand Prix. Max Verstappen wins Singapore. Get his title bid back on track. And with this, if we keep this, we'll get $9.5 million. Points finish 10th place. And a point for fastest lap.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
From the back of the field as well.
What a great race it's been then. Another classic Singapore Grand Prix, and they've held on to take the checkered flag here today. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
That's a great result for Ferrari as well. Double podium. Don't think we've seen that this season.
Max Verstappen now leads the Drivers' Championship. Let's focus on the driver of the day. Anthony Davidson, who do you pick?
I have to give it to Gardner. Look at where they finished compared to where they started. It's not easy to cut through the field like that in Formula 1, so it was a great effort.
Let's move on to the Constructors. No change in the top spot, but with today's points, their hold on the lead is getting weaker. Meanwhile, Ferrari have improved their position. A strong weekend from them as they fight their way towards the top. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula 1.
Wow, what a nightmare weekend for Mercedes. Max Verstappen takes his 6th win of the season in front of the 2 Ferraris. That's their best results as well, especially as a team. Red Bull with Perez in 4th. That's going to be good news for the Constructors' Championship as well. Ricciardo 5th in the McLaren. That's a good result considering that he normally gets outperformed by Norris. Hamilton stricken down in the lead Mercedes. Bottas also having massive issues, getting stuck down the pack in 14th. Well, starting in 14th and then only getting up to 11th. Fernando Alonso having a great end to his career. Another points finish for him. Gasly ever present in the top 10. Vettel, that's great for Aston Martin. A couple of points there for them. We get 2 points, 1 for 10th place, 1 for the fastest lap. So our fastest lap wasn't in vain, but it was due to the DNF of Esteban Ocon. Bottas, absolute disaster in terms of the championship. He's given away 25 points to Max at the top. He's going to have to bounce back because that's a real blow to his title hopes. Callum, probably his best race, I would say. He kept pace with us the whole way. We couldn't get past him right until the very end. So massively happy with Islet's development, because he was looking like he was going to be on the chopping block after the last couple of races, so happy to see him almost getting some points, but also just kind of matching us as well, our performance on the weekend, so I'm happy with that. Tsunoda just outside the points, the two Alfa Romeos 14th, 15th, Latifi where you would expect, disappointing one for Lance Stroll, and obviously Haas and Williams where you would expect as well. Lando Norris, that's a massive, I mean, you think 2 stops, probably had wing damage, I imagine, maybe caught up in that fracas in the first bit of the race. He was started 5th and ended up 17th, so a disaster for him as well. George Russell, yeah, I think we'll have to check on the replay who was involved in that first, I wouldn't say first corner, but it's the first couple of corners, that incident on the first lap with the carbon fibre flying everywhere. Those two might have been involved. And Ocon is classified, but 2 laps down, even though he did not finish. In terms of the championship, Max Verstappen takes back over at the top, 22 points. Oof, Bottas, that was a rough weekend, mate. He's going to have to pull something out of the bag now. I don't think Lewis is still in with a sniff, maybe if Max has a DNF or something like that, but yeah, it's looking like Verstappen and Bottas for the top 2. We gain another couple of points ourselves, so we keep that 13th place. We're just looking around Stroll. 8th place as well in the Constructors. Red Bull have closed the gap to 11 points at the top. Ferrari, with that great double podium, have gone 3rd in front of Mclaren, who won't be happy with that. I think that's pretty much it in terms of positions and standings. Let's check the highlights. Leclerc on pole, so Ferrari had some real pace this weekend. They really did. We were just trying to keep it clean, keep it tidy. And somewhere around here was where we started to see carbon fibre flying. Maybe when we get around this next corner. And yeah, there you go. And I think that is. Oh, is that Bottas? I think Bottas may have lost his wing, so maybe it was the McLaren of Bottas. Oh, that's even worse. That's a mistake from Bottas that's cost him that. And also, PSD, new sponsor. We changed from Sunburst. Basically, if we answer 4 questions from the interviewer on a race weekend, we get a bunch of money. So I thought, well, we'll take that. That's easier than having a clean race, which was what Sunburst's objective was. So we actually get a bunch of money for not much effort. So I was happy to sign them up. This was looking at trying to get past the Aston Martin on lap 4. Just so close to our teammate, we wanted to try and leapfrog and protect him. Which we did eventually end up doing. And then a lot of basically holding pattern through to this last part when we got on the softs. Callum did defend very strongly. We did just hang him out there though. Had to get on with it just in case there was going to be any kind of DNF, and luckily there was, and that's what managed to get us in the top 10 and the extra point for fastest lap. So a fantastic result. The car, the upgrades worked a treat. Those upgrades have definitely made the difference. I don't know whether we're going to be able to keep that advantage going into the next race. We'll have to see how other people develop, but massively happy with that. I think we've done a tremendous job. You can see from the improvement in Islet's performance as well that we are moving in the right direction going into this last part of the season. So without further ado, if you liked this video, drop a little like, please. If you are not subscribed and you want to see more JDM racing action, then why not hit the little subscribe button, and then you'll be notified anytime JDM video goes up. And finally, thanks for watching this race today. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch JDM, the races, the escapades, the journey. It's all going off. It's all going off, mate. So we're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it going. Pounding these videos out until F1 2022 comes out. I keep saying that. F1 22 comes out, and we'll start a brand new journey there as well. But we're not there yet, and we're still having fun with this. So we're going to make this team great once again, like we did in F1 2020. So without further ado, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.